Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 50 highest selling 1987 through 1994 Michael Jordan basketball cards from the PWCC weekly auction that ended on November 12th. In case you missed it, I featured all the other players from this auction ranging between 1987 and 1994 on a completely separate video, and you can check that video out here. And we'll kick today's list off at number 50 with Michael Jordan's 1991 Fleer All-Star Game card number 238. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $16.80. Up next at number 49 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Topps Gold All-Star card number 115. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $18 even. We get another Michael Jordan All-Star card at number 48, this time from the 1990 Hoops basketball set with card number 5. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $19.20. Coming in at number 47 is Michael Jordan's 1989 Fleer All-Star sticker, sticker number 3. This was a PSA 8 and it also sold for $19.20. Up next at number 46 is this 1993 Upper Deck Skylights card number 466. This was a CSG 9 and it sold for just over $20. Up next at number 45 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Upper Deck Fanimation card number 506. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $21.60. Coming in at number 44 is this 1993 Topps Michael Jordan card number 199. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $24. We're headed to the inaugural 1992 Ultra basketball set at number 43 with Michael Jordan's base card with card number 27. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $24. Coming in at number 42 is this 1992 Fleer Michael Jordan card number 238. This was also a PSA 9 and it also sold for $24 even. We're headed back to the 1993 Upper Deck basketball set at number 41 with Michael Jordan's card number 171. This was a CSG 10 and it sold for $25.20. Up next at number 40 is this 1993 Stadium Club Frequent Flyers Michael Jordan card number 181. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $25.20. Coming in at number 39 is this 1992 Upper Deck Michael Jordan card number 488. This was a PSA 9 and it also sold for just over $25. We're headed back to the 1992 Ultra basketball set at number 38, this time with Michael Jordan's card number 216. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $26.40. Up next at number 37 is this 1992 Skybox Michael Jordan, card number 31. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $26.40. Coming in at number 36 is this 1992 Upper Deck Champ in 87 and 88 Michael Jordan, card number 453. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $27.60. We're headed back to the 1992 Topps basketball set at number 35 with Michael Jordan's Topps Gold, card number 205. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $27.60. Up next at number 34 is this 1990 Hoops Superstars Michael Jordan, card number 12. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $27.60. Coming in at number 33 is this 1990 Panini sticker number K. This Jordan Panini sticker was in a PSA 9, and it sold for $28.80. We get our first Michael Jordan basketball card from the 1980s at number 32, with his 1988 Kenner starting lineup. This was an SGC 7.5, and it sold for $28.80. Coming in at number 31 is Michael Jordan's card from the 1992 Upper Deck set with card number 23. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $30 even. And kicking off the top 30 of today's list is this 1992 Topps Archives Michael Jordan, card number 52. This was an SGC 9.5, and it sold for $33.60. Up next at number 29 is this 1991 Nike MJ Flight School 91 featuring Michael Jordan and Spike Lee, card number 6. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $33.60. Coming in at number 28 is this 1993 Fleer Sharpshooters Michael Jordan, card number 3. This was a BGS 9, and it sold for $37.20. We get another Michael Jordan All-Star card at number 27, this time from the 1990 Fleer set with card number 5. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for just short of $40. Up next at number 26 is this 1991 Upper Deck International Italian, card number 38. This Jordan was in a CSG 10, and it sold for $49.20. We're headed back to 1994 to kick off the top 25 with Michael Jordan's SP Championship Playoff Heroes, card number P2. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $51.60. Up next at number 24 is this 1993 Ultra Famous Nicknames Michael Jordan, card number 7. This was a BGS 9, and it sold for $64.80. Coming in at number 23 is this 1993 Skybox Premium Michael Jordan, card number 14. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $67.20. Up next at number 22 is this 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan, card number 69. This was also a PSA 10, and it sold for just short of $70. Coming in at number 21 is this 1991 Skybox USA Michael Jordan, card number 534. This was a BGS Gem Mint 9.5, and it sold for $72 even. And kicking off the top 20 of today's list is this 1989 Clio Valentine's Perforated Michael Jordan. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $74.40. We're sticking to the 1980s at number 19 with this 1987 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker, sticker number 2. This was an SGC 6.5, and it also sold for $74.40. Up next at number 18 is this 1991 Nike Do You Know 90 Michael Jordan and Spike Lee, card number 3. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for just short of $80. Coming in at number 17 is this 1989 Clio Valentine's Perforated Michael Jordan. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $84. Up next at number 16 is this 1991 Skybox featuring Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, card number 462. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $86.40. Coming in at number 15, we get Michael Jordan's base card from the 1993 Finest Basketball set with card number 1. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for just over $100. We're headed back to the 1992 Topps basketball set at number 14, this time with Michael Jordan's base card with card number 141. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $120. We're back to the 1991 Skybox basketball set at number 13, this time with this Michael Jordan versus Magic Johnson, card number 333. This was also a PSA 10, and it sold for $126. Up next at number 12 is Michael Jordan's base card from the 1991 Hoops basketball set with card number 30. This was a PSA 10, and it also sold for $126. Coming in at number 11 is this 1992 Hoops USA Michael Jordan, card number 341. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $150. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 1987 Gigantes de la NBA Michael Jordan, card number 34. This was a PSA 3, and it sold for $174. We're jumping 2 years ahead at number 9 with this 1989 Gigantes del Basket Michael Jordan, card number 43. This was a PSA 2 and it sold for $180. We're back to the 1991 Fleer basketball set at number 8 with this Michael Jordan, card number 375. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $204. We're back to the mid-90s at number 7 with this 1994 Skybox Emotion Michael Jordan, card number 100. This was an SGC Pristine Gold Label 10 and it sold for $240. Coming in at number 6 is this classic 1990 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 26. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $252. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is Michael Jordan's All-Star card from the 1988 Fleer basketball set with card number 120. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $348. Up next at number 4 is Michael Jordan's All-Star card from the 1989 Hoops basketball set with card number 21. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $408. Coming in at number 3 is Michael Jordan's base card from the 1987 Fleer basketball set with card number 59. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for just short of $500. We get a classic early 90s basketball insert at number 2 with Michael Jordan's 1993 Ultra Scoring Kings, card number 5. This was a PSA 8.5 and it sold for $900 even. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1994 Finest Michael Jordan Refractor, card number 331. This refractor had the protective coating and was in a PSA 9, and it sold for $1,020. Again guys, if anyone missed Wednesday's video featuring all the other basketball players from this weekly auction, you can check that video out right here. Thanks for joining me today guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.